My name's Mel. Today I want to give you a little bit more information about myself, both about my qualifications and experience, but also just about me personally. Let's start with qualifications and experience. Like I say in the introduction to all of my videos, I'm a primary school teacher and an early childhood educator. I've been working in both industries since the end of 2012. I did my Masters in Teaching in 2011 and 2012. After that, I did relief teaching and a little bit of contract teaching. So relief teaching basically means that people call me often in the morning of a given day. It could range from grade 1 to grade 6 and anything in between. I did that for about 2 years. In that time, I also taught one term as a literacy support teacher. I also worked as a numeracy teacher. I also took a grade 2-3 class for a term while their teacher was on maternity leave. I've worked in a special education unit for children with additional needs, and I've just generally done relief, like I said. During that time, I was also working for an early learning centre. Where I live, it's a little bit difficult to get permanent teaching work, and I was trying to do that, but for various reasons it wasn't really working out for me. I really enjoyed the early years learning as well, so a position became available at the early learning centre where I was working. So I enrolled in the graduate certificate in early learning. I then got a job at a child and family centre. Child and family centres are places where parents can come in and bring their children and use the space to play with and communicate with their children. They run a variety of different parenting courses. They have child health nurses. They often have physio, occupational therapists and speech pathologists there. There's 12 in the state and they're quite different, but the one I was working at, we ran a few different playgroups where parents would come in with their children, and the staff, myself and the other staff members, would run those playgroups and offer different activities for them and their children. It's partly about helping parents to learn different ways to parent, and partly about giving the children an opportunity to experience something with their parents. This is where I learned a lot of my knowledge on raising young children, and I did a few parenting courses alongside the parents, so I was able to learn quite a lot of information during that time. Did roughly a year and a half, and then I went on to become the kinder teacher at a local early learning centre. Unfortunately, for various reasons, that didn't really work out. So I made the decision to go back to relief teaching in primary schools. So that is where I get lots of my learning and experience. I've been working and learning about the industry and about teaching and about early childhood since the beginning of 2011. I've been working with all sorts of different age groups and in all sorts of different caring and educational facilities. I now am up to the beginning of this year, which is when I started making this channel. But since the beginning of this year, I've been getting progressively more relief teaching work, and that's been usually ongoing. At the most, it's 3-4 weeks, and at the least it's 2 or 3 days. Suffice to say that I've been incredibly busy. This next term coming up, I will be teaching art 2 days a week, and I will be teaching a grade 5-6 1 day a week, which should give me 2 days off a week. That is information about myself and my experience. I thought that I would finish off with a very little bit of information about myself personally. As you know, my name is Mel. My full name is Melanie. Originally, I'm from Sydney, Australia. At the moment, I live in Hobart in Tasmania. I live with my partner and our 3 cats, one of whom you can see just over my shoulder sitting on the back of one of our couches. I moved to Tasmania in 2011. I moved down here from Sydney in order to go back to university and do the Masters of Teaching. I chose Tasmania because in 2000 my parents and my 2 sisters moved here from New South Wales, and I had come down to Tasmania quite a few times since then to visit them. I really liked Tasmania, and at the time that I was thinking of stopping work and going back to university, Tasmania just made the most financial sense and made the most emotional sense because my family would be here to support me. I love cats, I love books and reading, I love coffee, I love wine, I love working with children. Yeah, that's pretty much me in a nutshell. Thank you so much again for watching. I hope that people are enjoying it and getting something out of it. I will post once a month every Sunday. If you liked this video and my other videos, please hit like. Please consider subscribing to my channel. I talk about raising children, different techniques that you could use, activities, all sorts of things to do with children and raising children, as well as the occasional book review. Don't forget to hit the little bell to get notified when I post future videos. See you later.